Most people think walking away means losing someone. But psychologically, it's often the exact moment you gain their respect. Because the truth is, people rarely respect what is always available to them. And if you've ever been in a situation where you kept giving, kept trying, kept showing up, while the other person slowly started valuing you less, then this video will explain exactly why that happens. And more importantly, why walking away changes the entire dynamic. Think about the last time you really cared about someone. Maybe you were the one always checking your phone, waiting for their message, replaying conversations in your head, wondering if you said something wrong. Maybe they started becoming distant, taking longer to reply, canceling plans, acting like you mattered less than before. But instead of pulling back, you did the opposite. You tried harder. You texted first. You gave more attention. You tried to prove that you cared. Because in your mind, if someone is pulling away, the solution must be to show them more love, more patience, more effort. But here's the hidden psychological problem. The more you chase someone who is pulling away, the more they unconsciously lose respect for your presence. Not because they're evil, not because they want to hurt you, but because human psychology values what feels scarce, not what feels guaranteed. When someone believes you will always stay no matter how they treat you, your value slowly starts dropping in their mind. Your attention becomes normal. Your effort becomes expected. And your presence becomes something they stop appreciating. This is why something strange happens when people finally walk away. Suddenly, the other person notices. Suddenly, they start thinking about you. Suddenly, they feel the absence of something that used to always be there. And that absence triggers something powerful in the human brain: loss awareness. The moment people realize something is no longer guaranteed, their perception of its value changes. It's the same psychological principle behind why we want things more when they are harder to get. But here's the deeper truth most people misunderstand. Walking away isn't powerful because it manipulates someone. Walking away is powerful because it shows self-respect. And self-respect is one of the most attractive psychological signals you can send. When someone sees that you are capable of leaving a situation where you're not valued, they suddenly realize something important about you. You are not desperate. You are not dependent. And you are not willing to tolerate being treated as an option. That changes how people perceive you. But there is another reason walking away creates respect. It breaks the emotional pattern. When someone gets used to you chasing them, they start expecting it. They expect you to text first. They expect you to come back. They expect you to tolerate the distance. But the moment you stop playing that role, the entire pattern collapses. Suddenly, they don't know what to expect anymore. And unpredictability creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. And attention often turns into respect. Not because you begged for it, but because you stopped giving your energy where it wasn't valued. Now here's something important. Walking away doesn't always mean the other person will come back. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes the distance simply reveals the truth that the connection wasn't as strong as you hoped. But even then, walking away still protects something far more important: your self-worth. Because staying in a situation where you're constantly chasing someone who barely chooses you slowly destroys how you see yourself. It makes you question your value. It makes you feel replaceable. It makes you believe you have to earn someone's basic attention. And that belief is incredibly dangerous. Because the more you tolerate disrespect, the more normal it starts to feel. Walking away breaks that cycle. And here's the realization that changes everything. Respect doesn't come from how much you give someone. Respect comes from the standards you set for how people treat you. If someone knows they can ignore you and you will still stay, they learn that your boundaries are flexible. But if someone sees that you are willing to leave when you are not valued, they learn that your presence is something that must be earned. That's when respect begins. So if you're in a situation where you feel like you're the only one trying, ask yourself one honest question. Are you staying because the connection is healthy? Or are you staying because you're afraid of losing them? Because sometimes the most powerful move you can make in a relationship is not saying more, not explaining more, not trying harder. Sometimes the most powerful move is simply walking away with dignity and letting people realize your value in your absence. If this video helped you see relationships differently, make sure you subscribe to the channel This Is Why, because every video here breaks down the hidden psychology behind emotions and relationships. Also, comment below and tell me honestly, have you ever walked away from someone and watched how their behavior changed? And if you know someone who keeps chasing people who don't value them, share this video with them. Because sometimes understanding the psychology behind relationships is the first step towards protecting your self-respect. And that is exactly why walking away changes everything.